Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
Hello everybody. After some adjustment of some cameras and yeah, everything's bright now. I gotta work on this. But for now, we'll just have to deal with what we got. We got a little bit of an I swapped one of the over cameras and so forth and so on, but that's my problem, not yours. Today we're here to talk about Dungeon Bowl. One of my favorite games of all time, Dungeon Bowl. I'm a big Blood Bowl fan. Always have been since the beginning. I have every single copy of Blood Bowl. I'm looking at them up there. I've got one there. I've got another one there. I have like 5 copies of Blood Bowl, and I refuse to just to part with any of them. Monster, David, Martin, Dale, how are you? So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving away a sealed copy of this. I'll explain to you at the end of the video how this works. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to our up top camera and hope that one works. Hey, there we go. I'm going to turn my head backwards a little bit, my hat backwards. And here we have an unopened copy. I have 2 of these. And I'll explain that a later time. We're going to open this up. We're not going to do a cruddy unboxing. I'm just going to go through, show you what's in here. But then we're going to talk more about the rules, what goes on, some of the changes from the old Dungeon Bowl, some of the things that, might attract you to this game to go pick up this game if you do not have this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I've already read the rules to this and have been really checking out what's going on with this. Like I said, one of my favorite games of all time. We're going to be painting this. This is the game that I think we're going to paint. I'm going to try to make a comeback here. I took a look and saw, and I'll show you some pictures on the back at some point, how this looks. Can everyone hear and see me? That's the key part. Another last minute stream, but what do you expect from me? It's always like last second. I was actually going to do some 4 Against Darkness today, but you're going to see a video tomorrow of that, and possibly I'll be doing that tomorrow. Play Till It Hurts, how you doing? Let me see. Can I get this to come down a little bit more? Hold on. I just got to make an adjustment here, folks. Just a slight adjustment. Hold on this camera. Just so I can have a little bit more flexibility. There we go. That's, like I said, we fly by the seat of our pants, but hey, that's me. What can I tell you? All right, so now I can, if I want to come up a little bit more, because I was kind of like stretching all the way across there. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's open this up. We'll go over this real quick. All right, how do I explain this? Are you really going to be passing in a dungeon? Well, a little bit, okay? But most of your passing is going to be short-ranged. You're going to have things for bouncing off walls, directional that the ball go, and so forth and so on. Over here, you have your teleporters. Now, there are 6 teleporters, and we're going to pop some of these out because in an example, I want to kind of show you guys how this works in case you don't understand what Dungeon Bowl does and how it does things. And boy, does it do things. Treasure chests. All right. We'll figure that out. I'm going to pop out one of these balls just so we can talk a little bit about it. And it looks like none of this doesn't look like any of it is snap fit. So that's not a bad thing, folks. Okay, so these are the outsides. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a football there. Okay, good. All right, so we'll be able to explain things. And I don't have to have treasure chests to explain things, I don't think. But I'll throw one together just while I'm talking about other things. But I do want to take out these a couple teleporters. And we're going to be painting all this stuff. And let me just pop out a treasure chest very quickly. We can glue it probably just as quick because I got some of my special mud over there. And we'll just take the bomb. You got to have a bomb, right? Okay. There we go. And we'll take a lid. So essentially, that's all I need for right now, I think. Yeah, okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure that this goes together like so. Okay, not worried about that. Let's just get a little goopity doop on here. This stuff is just like magic because it just works quickly. Dink, 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 dink. Just a little dab will do you. And we have instant treasure chest. And there's not always treasure in here, folks. There's not always treasure in here. All right, let's just do that. Okay, so while I'm holding that for a couple seconds. So we have 2 colleges in here that come with the game. And really some fantastic stuff. Preacher, Matthew, how are you? Kyle, it looks like it's going to be great. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Kyle, I mean, really, nobody else, promotes my channel on other channels. Why are we promoting anybody's channel? I don't care about this person's YouTube channel. Jeez. Matter of fact, I do get disgusted. I really do. It's insulting. I'm in the middle of a thing and we're promoting somebody else. There you go. If you don't want to come back, whatever. But geez, I mean, I would never do that to anybody else. You're in the middle trying to explain your view of something and somebody goes, hey, go check out this guy. Then what are you here for? Jeez. It's amazing. I don't even know this person. All right. So anyways, getting back down to it. Mr. Bellinger, how are you? There we go. You can tell I just don't care anymore. All right, so here's one of the 2 colleges that you're going to see. You're going to there's going to be a fire college with a couple of ogres, which is really kind of neat because when we start talking about certain things, it's really going to really make a big difference here in how you play these particular things. And then over here is the Shadow College. So these are not snap together or push fits as they call them. They are actually, you're going to have to do a little work and put these together. All right, we're going to have our little, okay, here's where we're going to be taking a look. Oh, okay, so what this does, first of all, if you haven't played, you haven't played Blood Bowl at all, you can play the shorter game, which is the Blood Bowl 7's pitch, Death Zone, and the second season, which comes with the Imperials, which is really cool. You've seen us work on and put together the Chaos Chosen. Matter of fact, I got the Elven Union over there, and of course the Necronic Horrors. So really, really pretty cool here. All right, so we're going to move that over there. Okay. What's really nice here is that there's your instructions that you're going to need. How to make a ball chest and a treasure chest. Okay. And And then I'm just going to open this up real quick because we're going to be going through this book, and I'm going to try to show you some things so you get a feel of what's going on here. All right. And there we go. You're going to have your cheat sheets, which we'll go over and we'll talk about a little bit. How to put together your two teams. This one is for the dwarf blockers, so that is going to be for the fire cult, which is cool. And then over here we have your fire and your shadow, because you got your ogres right here too. All right, construct dark elf lineman. That's nice that they kind of mix everything together in these colleges. So you could tell what they're trying to do here is, instead of just taking individuals from your team, which you can, and I'll show you that you can do that, but it'd be nice if they came out with some box sets with you know, a good amount of teams here, which would be kind of cool. The book we'll go over in a second, but as we go over the book, I want to go over some of the stuff that you're going to find in here. All right. So you're going to have your dice, which are all important. You're going to have your blocking dice, which we'll pull out. You have to cut them, glue them, and paint them. That's right. That's right, sir. All right. And there we go. And your blocking dice for push, a knockdown. That is a bad thing, a skull, because it's a negative effect, and your dodge symbol, and then your it's kind of like a push, more or less. If you have dodge here, this die is going to act in the negative effect for the other person. 6-sided die, 20-sided die, or is it 12-sided? 14, 15, 16, 16-sided die. Oh, okay. And then your 8-sided, and I'm sorry, now here's your 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 16-sided die. I don't know why I'm losing my mind here, Ted. Bases. This is the most important part, is this dungeon. And we're going to get this box out of the way. And I just want to show you the two colleges that it comes with here, so you know what's going on. You're going to have your College of Fire. You're going to get 2 ogres with that, 3 dwarves, and then 4 dwarves, excuse me. And, well, let's just say that you get a couple of dudes that can be sacrificial lambs. And we'll talk a little bit more about this. Your College of Shadows, you're going to get 7 players on that side. You are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Makes sense because these guys don't last long. They're great to have. And yeah, there you go. So let's go over some of the other things that you have in here, and we will get right to it. All right. All right. And here are your, which are nice and good stock, good stock. These are your dugouts. They're basically the same on each side. And then what you're going to have is you are going to have some doorways. You're going to have some rooms. These are your, I think, your end zones. Yes, these are going to be your end zones. You're going to start on each side here. We'll probably just use these as whatever, but the key here is to pop out some of these and show you what goes on here and how this all transpires and works, so you guys have a good feel for what Dungeon Bowl really is. All right. We'll just take that. We'll take that. These are doorways I'm not worried about. We'll take another T. And let's grab a corridor here. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Good solid cardboard. Loving it. Loving it. I'll tell you, I'm almost tempted to keep the second set that I have and just do a really massive dungeon bowl. But if I'm going to do massive dungeon bowl, the way I'm going to do it is we are actually going to do a 3D because I have all that dungeon tile stuff. So let's just do a couple things like this. We'll do one of these just so you get an idea of what is going on with this little masterpiece of a game. Well, we could do even that there. There we go. All right. And actually, I have a couple of Blood Bowl players here already jacked up. And, I mean, let's be honest. High elves hate regular elves. Elves just hate elves, to be honest with you. We're just going to take a couple guys out just so we can have some examples of what can and cannot happen. And, of course, we've got some other elves there. And for this, of course, we have a different camera angle. So let's utilize that so we can explain things a little bit as we like to do. Oh, there we go. See? It's almost like I know what I'm doing with cameras. I doubt it. I doubt it. All right. So, let's see. We got that. I put that down. We've already lost the ball, which is typical of this channel. It's the worst channel known to man. Worst channel known to man. The only place where you can lose a ball in a matter of seconds. All right, let's just move that over there, move that over there. We've got a treasure chest, and I just want to show you some of the basics of what needs to happen. And let me see if I dropped a ball. Doesn't matter. I have 5,000 balls from 5,000 kits. Let me just go over here, grab one. And the other one will pop up when I need it to. Oh, there we go. There. I must have 50 balls painted, ready to go. There we go. We'll just put that there. All right. So anyways, best channel. Far from it. Far from it. The liberties. The liberties. The liberties. So the first thing that we're going to want to do, we're going to want to come up top. If I can get my mouse to work. We don't want to look at me. That's the last thing you want to do. One of the things that we really want to cover and go over, and I want to make sure that we cover this really well. Let me turn on the air out here. It's 80 something today here at lovely Florida. You're going to get this cheat sheet, and this is going to be really, really important because it's going to kind of give you everything that you need to know. And you're going to have to if you have some of those, print out some of the team sheets so you make sure that you can write down everything. Everything goes accordingly as always. Coin toss, okay, with your pre-game sequence. You can take on a journeyman or a star player more or less. Inducements. You want to jack up players. And then when you deploy players, you're going to deploy them in each end zone. Okay? So the idea is to get to the other opponent's end zone. But the problem is that unlike the old game, okay, where there were some allowances that they would have the ball. You could do the ball in the middle. You can do the ball different ways. Let me just move this down just a hair here. Whoops. Come on, come on. Was that far as we go? Okay, good. The balls are going to be in these chests. And the neat thing about this is you're going to be trying to check each chest. Now, the problem is the ball, there are 6 chests, and there is a bomb in 5 of them. Okay? So, for instance here, and I just want to show you how this works. The way you win the game, the way you win is the first person or first team to score a touchdown wins. Game over. Now, you can change the rules. You can homebrew it. We used to play, the best 2, just because of how things go. But the thing here is, this is a little different than the old game, because first of all, in order for you to, if you wanted to get there and get this chest and open this chest, and this player wanted to do it, he couldn't do it because there are people in the way. So the area has to be cleared. So either these guys have to clear him out and open up the chest, okay? Or, and let's just say that it was here, okay? You know, they're going to have to get rid of him, or he's going to have to get rid of him. But he has to be unimpeded, and nobody can be in his tackle zone. When he opens this up, though, and let's just say that there was somebody there and one of his teammates here, he opens it up. If he finds a bomb, and this is where it's different, the bomb goes off, and everybody takes a knockdown. Now, if you know in Blood Bowl, when you get knocked down, okay, you don't roll to see if the person gets knocked down in Dungeon Bowl. You are automatically knocked down, and you are going to be rolling against your armor. And if your armor is, let's say 7, well, I just rolled a 10, which isn't good. You would roll now on the injury because we broke his armor, and depending on that, he would just be knocked out. Okay, and you would do that for each person around there. The other big difference here, nobody's impeded here. He opens it up, okay? Even if he just moved 3, and as we know, elves have a high movement, okay? If they move over into the square, open it up, and find the ball, even though they have additional movement, okay? What happens is they pick up the ball automatically, so it's not you pick up the ball. Out of a treasure chest, you are automatically handed the ball. So there is no sure hands or any kind of skill roll here, okay? And your movement ends. That's it. Psst, that's it for you, pal, okay? So now you leave yourself wide open. This disappears off the board, and the fun begins. Trying to get to the end zone, and people knocking people down, the ball bouncing all over the place. The other thing is, and I want to double check this because I'm going off memory here. We don't read off a teleprompter. Hold on here. The other thing is there a squig writing team for Blood Bowl? Well, we're going to go over, and I'm going to show you all the college teams for this. I mean, the teams in this. Okay, injury table. Once you break somebody's armor, then you're going to roll here. 2 to 7 stunned, so nothing changed there. 8 to 9 KO'd. 10 casualty. That means you're pulled off the board. Okay, we're going to talk about other ways that you're pulled off. Stunt the injury table, lasting injury table. This'll happen if you're playing in a campaign of some sort. Movement, passes. Now passes are different in here because once per team turn, a player on an active team may attempt to pass the ball to another square. Now we'll take a look at this because in the dungeon you're only allowed to do short passes. No, quick pass or short pass. There are no long passes unless you decide to build this different type of dungeon and you decide that the ceilings are so high. So in the regular game, that's pretty much how it's going to go. Throwing the ball at a wall, you can do things like that. Of course, we could follow people. Blitz actions, movement is as normal. So, you're going to have your thing, you're going to move, and then you're going to either block or use an ability of some sort, or hand off or throw. That's going to be up to you. Throw teammate, well, with ogres, and of course you got these little fellas, you're going to want to be throwing these dudes all over the place. As I explained with the dice, they're the same dice as if you play Blood Bowl. Okay, player down. Both players down for a skull and a knockdown. Pushback. Okay, stumble. All right. And POW, which is basically, as you know, they call it POW, we call it knockdown. or tackle. And they call this a tackle. This, with the exclamation point, if you have the dodge skill, you'll be able to block that particular thing and just becomes a pushback. Just in case, for people that never played Blood Bowl. What does a thing do? Well, you measure everything off strength. Okay, and if you're at a strength 3, you're taking a risk by rolling 1 die. Okay, and let's go to our other camera where it's a little bit better. I've got some work to do here, and we're going to do this here because we're going to be talking about a few other things in here, and then we're going to go to the book, and I'm going to show you the book, how that works. So here, hold on, somebody, show, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's one way to put it. If you're equal strength, well, you're just rolling 1 die and you're taking a chance. And if this person doesn't have dodge, well, he's going to get knocked down. And we're going to say that his armor is 7. No, we did not break his armor, so he's going to be allowed to get up the next turn. Okay, but at a cost of 3 of his movement. Okay, understand that so far? What happened to my thing here? Hold on. Now, for instance, if this additional player was in his tackle zone, then it would be 2 dice. Okay. And, well, he doesn't have dodge. That's definitely a knock. That's going to be a knockdown. If he had dodge, he would just get pushed back. And if he was pushed back, they would be able to push him here or here. You can't push him through a wall, but he would be pushed back, and you're allowed to follow up and stay in that person's tackle zone. If it's his turn and he wants to move out of a tackle zone, you're going to have to dodge, and you're going to have to make a dodge roll, and that's going to be off your agility. But for instance here, if we just said that, well, he doesn't have dodge, let's see what happens. He's knocked down. Let's see if we could break his armor this time. No, we can't. So it's not as easy as you think to break one's armor. The other thing that's very prominent in Dungeon Bowl is teleporters. Okay, and we've got teleporters all over the place here. And it's kind of good because if you have the ball and there's a bunch of guys blocking the way, and oh man, they're after me. There's no place for me to really go. You know, you got this guy. I don't want to take a chance dodging by him, and they're within me, and they're going to be able to think, well, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to teleport. 1, 2, 3, and then what you're going to do is roll a d6. Normally there are 6 of these out here. You will roll like this one is number 2. Now I can roll 5. Now is 5 out on the board? Oh, well, let's just say it is. He teleports over here. Now he's off and running. Okay. Once he teleports here, he could stay here on the teleporter. Now a neat little thing, and this is where things get kind of crazy with the teleporters. Okay. If you have guys here, a guy here and a guy here, okay, that had moved on there during this turn, okay, and this guy here decides to block him right onto the teleporter, well, I'm gonna try to push him, and well, no, that didn't work. I have the dodge skill, and I mean I have block, and he has block. Okay, so nothing would happen, but if he was able to get a push and find a way to be able to push him onto the teleporter, that's going to force him to teleport. The problem, though, is that they're all the teleporters, and even though you roll, okay, and you still would roll, because that's a number 2, and I'll talk about what happens if you roll the same number, but you're going to go and you're going to teleport to that area. And if you decide to teleport here, because this person had moved here on this particular turn, he's going to have to teleport again. And if he goes over here and teleports here, that means he teleported twice in one turn, which means he is going to, well, it's not going to be good for him. We're going to perform an injury roll on him because he teleported twice, which is going to cause his internal organs to kind of be twisted from being teleported twice. Not good. Not good. The other thing that can happen is, say for instance, he wants to get out of here and he steps on the teleporter and he rolls the same number. Let's see if I could do it this time. No, I can't. But if he rolled a 2 and they're all numbered, and he rolls the same number as he is, well, he disappears into oblivion. Okay, because what happens, there's a name for it. Oh God, what the heck, a magical mishap, I think. teleporter. A player that rolls the same number as the portal they are being teleported from is removed from the dungeon and will no longer take it. So basically, they are teleported out into the warp and they are gone forever. So they are removed from the game. Not a good thing. So you can lose people pretty easily. So if you have people that, that you say, well, gee, I don't know. We have the ball, but there are a couple other dungeons. A couple other chests out there. You can block somebody into it and you can cause an explosion, which is always fun because nothing we love more than people exploding. And the other thing that's really makes this kind of interesting is if you find the ball here and you're playing with an ogre who does not have the skill, the agility skill that's going to help him pick up the ball. Even if he finds a ball in the chest, he's going to be able to get that ball and there's no agility test. So now you're going to have to try to knock down a huge ogre, which you can have 3 of on some teams. And wow, minotaurs, ogres, oh, game on, son. Game on. That's all I have to say about that. That's some craziness. That's some old school craziness because, boy, they get the ball. Good luck trying to stop them as they're pounding down the way. You might as well just run right out of the way. Chain reactions that we talked about. Chain reaction. If you teleport twice, you're going to rip your guts apart. Pass action. Pass action is just very easy, and I almost don't even see a need for the full thing, but there are ways that you can. And like I said, from here to here, you're going to be using short, and then you would use this. So you only need half of this, but if you're playing in a bigger dungeon, you want the full thing because you will be able to allow long passes. Cheat sheet does an excellent job. Let's go up top here. And don't forget, at the end of this, I will be telling you how you can win a copy of this from this channel. Throw teammate. It shows you everything that you need for activations. Tells you about blitzing. Okay, blitzing is a free move if you have the blitz skill. If you have the blitz skill, you're allowed to do a blitz regardless. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Fouls, of course, there's dirtiness that happens here. Your injury rolls, so everything that you need is right here to kind of keep you going. One God, thank you so much. So we're going to move this up a little bit, and I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. And then we're going to move some of these players out of the way. And then if we need this as we're looking through this book, we will go through it. And we're going to go through this book because we're going to talk about teams, colleges, what is Dungeon Bowl is all about. Gotta go now, but I'll be catching the rest later. Looking forward to... I think Northeastern's been using the bad yeast, LOL. You have to be very careful. I'm just reading some of these things. Sometimes they come back to cover you. Oh, okay. It's something you guys are talking about. Okay. I want to create custom tiles. Yeah, you can make whatever. You don't have to use these tiles. Like, that stuff that they just came out with, which I think would be perfect for this. Oh God, I got some, the WizKid stuff that clicks together, where you can really make some really big rooms and have some fun. Now back in the day, I'm going to come up top for a second. Back in the day, we used to do an 8-foot table of just dungeon tiles, and we would play all day long Dungeon Bowl. The first team did 2 touchdowns, and there were fights in corridors, people dying, ball bouncing all over the place. Are there solo rules for this? No, I just, believe it or not, I play this by myself and I have a great time. I just I turn off my brain and you're just able to, because there's just so much going on. You don't know where the ball is. So when you're playing, you are honestly trying to outdo each other. Okay, I know, that person is going to go over there, and that person is going to go over to that particular chest. So, there's no real strategic where you're overthinking yourself. It's how you can get the ball to one side, and you're always trying to stop them. And, you say, I know I'm going to just take everybody and block up that area. All right, let me see if I can go another route, or maybe I can just plow through it. And then it just becomes just this whole thing of aggression, which is just glorious. So I will be doing a solo playthrough of this. Now, I believe there was somebody came up with something solo, and I'm going to see if I have it, because I do have my old rules and my old game, which I'll never part with, that I will definitely take a look at. All right, let's go. All right, so let's take a look at this book. We're going to go through the book, and we are going to talk about, first of all, College of Fire that you're going to get. Really easy paint scheme, of course. And of course, GW always does a great job at giving you what you need here by showing you exactly how to paint these guys up, or give you some ideas. Okay, fire team. Okay, I could do this. You're going to get your dungeon tiles, your 2 team dugouts. You're going to get 2 dungeon bowl teams, a chest. Let's take a look at some of the stuff and just make sure that we went over there. Dungeon bowl tiles, sports paraphernalia, rules and regulations, general principles, which I pretty much went over, so we'll go through that pretty quick. Dungeon tiles, special rules. There's some tiles that have some special rules to it. Rules of Dungeon Bowl. Okay, they're going to go through everything, how you get it, kicking them while they're down, all that stuff. Post-game aftermath, we'll go talk about that on page 57. Running leagues and exhibition play. And then you have all the colleges. You come with the fire and shadow, and then there's metal, light, death, life, beasts, and heavens, which are just fantastic. So we're going to take a look at all this. I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible. We're only 37 minutes in. I like to try to keep it tight. Dungeon solitaire suitability, then, yeah, I would say so. I would say so, Tim, to be honest with you. But in all honesty, I really feel that this is just one of those games that it's easy enough to solo and do it well. You got your different rooms. You're going to have your armory, your sewers, and these tiles are double-sided, just to let you know. So if you did buy 2 sets, which now I'm going to buy a 3rd set, I think, because I've already committed to giving away 1 set. So I'm going to buy another set. Thank you, Zablik, for all the charities you do. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. And I'm going to use some of these tiles, I think, and just to have extra figures, it's always good. I think it's well worth it. That's for doggone sure. We have the large rooms, which are going to have the dragon youngling's lair, fire chasm, chaotic idol, and crypt. Let's see what else we have here. Your templates, we know how those work. Your dice, your 16-sided die is for some things some tables that you're going to be using. Rules, regulations, turnovers, we know this. Deviate and scatter. Balls bounce all over the place. When it hits a wall, you are going to be using, oh God, I believe, oh, it's all on here, so I didn't cut it out. But you're going to be using these templates, which are so much better than, well, the old Mylar templates were very, very cool. I really like those. So I still break them out. Northeastern, thank you. All right, so I owe you guys, I owe a bunch of Godzillas. Thank you so much. Indeed, I'll match you for the puppies and the kitties. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And I'll make sure that I hit all of you before we get out of here. Let me just keep moving along here. Tackle zones. Tackle zones are always around the particular player. So that is a complete tackle zone. Okay. So you want to be careful going through there. Player that is marked. Anybody in that tackle zone is a marked player. Prone, stunned. Their tackle zones disappear. All right, let's keep going. Profiles, you're going to have your movement, your maximum movement, your minimum movement. You have to your strength, which is the minimum, agility, passing ability, and is the passing ability? Yes, you're going to have a passing ability, and you are going to have your armor value, which is just key. This uses here's your draft list, so you're going to be able to print this out. Let me move this book up a little bit better. I'm sorry, folks. I actually moved it out of the way. And let me see if I can just zoom in on it a little bit more. There we go. All right, let's keep going here. So you can make copies of this, or I'm sure somebody's going to put it up on BGG where you can do it. Your opponents, in case you're doing a league, you have a draft budget, okay? You are going to have 1 million gold pieces, and you're going to be able to buy that many players up to 11. Okay, no, it's a minimum of 11, and no one can exceed 16 permanent hired players. Okay, big guys are always allowed. You're going to have a certain amount for each, blitzers and so forth and so on. Purchasing rerolls normally they are a little bit different, but I think they're in this they're only 50,000 for anybody. So it kind of balances things out. So you're going to have your treasury. You're going to figure out your team value. Same as Blood Bowl. Setup. There are so many different setups that you can do here. It's really up to you. You're going to have your score zones. One here, one there. I was wrong on the bigger place. But you're going to have your end zones. And like I said, you're going to want to... The idea is to get there one way or another. It doesn't matter how many people you lose along the way. Some dungeon tile. I love when they do this with this book. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you. GW. You guys are the best. Now, if you could only be consistent. There's different special tile rules. The armory will have certain tile rules. The bone pit, the cursed room, the flooded room, the forgotten jail, and the kitchen. Depends which ones you're going to want to add in there. The sewers, the treasury room, the crypts, and stuff like that. All these are going to have special rules that you're going to want to make a note of. We talked about chest, how bad things can happen. We talked about portals. Yeah, you don't want to be a victim of a portal. Dungeon Bowl rules, your activation, declaring your actions, move, pass. It's really simple. Team turns. Once the teams have been set up, the coin toss has been determined. Which team has the first turn? The game continues in simple sequence of turns in which teams will alternate taking turns, beginning with the team that gained the first turn and continuing until the winning touchdown is scored. Now, there is no time limit. You can make an 8-turn game if you want to. That's up to you, and you could have ties. Oh, a little sticky paper here. Hold on here. 36. No, that's right. Okay. Movement, rushing, standing up. Like I said, when you stand up, you are actually going to eat up. If you've been knocked down, it's going to cost you 3 to stand up. Certain people can jump over players. We'll handle that when it comes. Blitz action, picking up the ball. You're always going to pick up the ball according to your ability to pick up the ball with your agility, except, as I said, when you pick up the ball from a chest, if you're lucky enough to find it. All right, here we go. If you land on the same portal twice in a row, you get a free trip to Bolivia. That is correct. You get to see all the sights. Passing the ball. This is where, okay, yes, a pass action can be further defined as being a quick pass or a short pass based on range as described opposite. So again, and then it says here, medium pass and long pass. This is too far for a pass in the depths of the dungeon. The low ceilings won't allow the ball to gain enough height to be passed for, unless you quit home rule and make a different type of dungeon. So there's a different type of things that you can do, but everything's just like I said. You got your 1 and 2 range right here. This is all you need. You don't have to put the whole thing together unless you do it some other way. Soul Razor, how you doing? Good to see you. Graphics in the book look great. Yeah, fantastic. This is one of the things that, you know, they've kept this game true to what it is. A couple little tweaks here and there. I'll tell you this much: they've done a fantastic job with this. This is just absolutely glorious, and hats off to GW once again. Another fantastic job. And you can get this. I'm sure they're going to have more at Miniature Market. They're sold out at the moment, but I'll tell you, it'll be back sooner than later. Fumble throws. These are basic Blood Bowl rules. And if you know, Blitz Action, you can do it once per turn. That's where you move and hit somebody. Normally you have to be next to somebody and hit them. Okay? You can only move and hit somebody. That'll use your Blitz Action, which you're allowed only 1 per turn. Armor rolls, well, hey. As we said, like for the casualty die, if you finally get through and you roll 10 on 2-sided die here, for instance. Whoa. Hold on here. Good dice here too. That's a 6. Yeah, no, that's a 6, 7, 8. On the chart, that would be KO'd. Okay. Well, no, let's say we broke their armor. Then you would roll on the injury table, which would be 7, stunned. So they would flip over. KO'd, they would be knocked out. Okay. And removed from the game. So knocking out somebody is pretty brutal in this. If you were able to roll a casualty, which is, let's just say a 10 plus, then you're going to roll that special die that we were talking about. And this is where things can get really kind of hairy. 1 to 5, badly hurt. The player misses the rest of the game, but suffers no long-term effects. 7, 9, serious injury, seriously hurt. Miss next game. 10 to 12, serious injury. Niggling injury, which you'll have a modifier for. And then misses next game. And then, of course, you never want to run into 15 or 16, because then on a 15, you're dead. And you never come back, and you have to buy another player. All right. Fouls. You have to foul in Dungeon Bowl. You have to. Post-game sequence, aftermath, you determine who won. There will be certain winnings that are doled out to each team. Star player points that'll be given out, and then you'll be able to start acquiring new skills. Again, this incorporates a lot of the old dungeon, Death Zone stuff into it. Let's see here. 3-star player points, experience, 4 veteran, spending star player points. Yeah, you're going to be spending these and trying to improve yourself. You're going to roll that D16 die and see what happens. And you're going to try to increase certain things. Remember, strength is a big deal. You may roll and end up where you can get a skill, and skills are going to help you through here. You're going to want to get, right off the bat, the first couple skills that you should get is block and dodge, because it eliminates 2 sides of this these blocking dies from you catching a beating from. General skills, block, which is, I always try to get my team block. Mutations. So everything that you would do in Blood Bowl, you're going to get in here. Rob Witt! Can't let you guys get all the glory. Keep doing what you do, Rob. Rob, thank you. We owe you Godzilla, bro. I just saw it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough today. Let's keep going here. I want to make sure that we get this all in here in an hour. Make it nice and tight so you can use this. Bombarders, hypnotic gaze. Your vampires are going to run into that. All the different abilities that just make things nice. Look at the art in this. This is just done so well. Inducements, things that you're going to want to do. This thing is all tight for some reason. That's all right. It's okay. Not everything can come perfectly. Extra team training. You can get an extra re-rolls. You can bribe the refs, which is always fun. Okay, there we go. You can have a wizard come out. So in the middle of the game, you could throw a fireball, which is always fun. That's the same thing as the original game. League play tells you how to get your seasons together, how you're going to, which is really nice. A win gives you 3 league points, kind of scores it like soccer, 1 for a draw and no points for a loss. So that makes it so you can play timed games. Okay. Off season, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. You can raise funds, glittering prizes, stuff like that. Starting a new season. Boy, this is all just stuck together, but it looks like I'm doing it anyways. And then we come into the teams, which is, like I said, probably the most important part of this game. Another game that Rob talked me into getting. Yeah, you have to have this. You have to have this. This is a must-have. This is a game. I'll come up and when I close it out, we'll talk more about it. So the neat thing about the College of Fire is you can run an entire dwarf team and you're good to go. You can have a couple of you can have no big guys. You can have 2 troll slayers, 2 droll blitzers, 2 dwarf runners. Okay, so that's 6 right there. And then how many? You can make this a dwarf team. Okay, you can mix it up though. You can have a Noblar or Marauders and ogres in here. So really, really interesting kind of different type of team. Has a little history, tells you when they were Dungeon Bowl champs. Gotta love it. College of Shadows. This is your Dark Elf Skaven. If you want to run a Skaven team, if you want to run a Dark Elf team, you can just run them. It really depends on how you want to play it. If you want to play mixed teams, you can do it. I think that's really cool. Goblin linemen are cheap, and boy, they are great for opening up. You can open up a whole bunch of chests with them, so that's always fun. College of Metal, really interesting, because not only can you have the Goblin linemen, you can this is an orc based team. Okay, so you're going to see your orcs, but here's the funny thing. Every Blood Bowl game that you ever bought, okay, mostly comes with, well, orcs and humans. Orcs versus humans, right? But this is probably the first time that you can have orcs and humans on the same team. And yeah, game on. So actually, I'm going to be taking one, because I have so many of the new Blood Bowl teams, I'm going to put them together and I'm going to make a College of Metal. And we're going to paint them in bronze, and it's just going to be humans and orcs. It's going to be glorious. Why? Because I just love this game. That's why. A College of Light. This is where your Elven Union, your Imperials from the game before, okay, from the latest 2nd edition here, that you can put together, and you can have an Imperial and human team together along with the elves. This is a very fast team. Sometimes, excuse me, I got to take something to drink. I'm so sorry, because I have such a tough time here. This is where you have a team of such incredible speed, which might help you in a dungeon. If you're able to get the ball and able to move and quickly pass with high agility, you can get yourself out of some tough spots. You get cornered, though, you're going to pay. College of Death, of course. You have to have skeleton linemen, zombie linemen, ghoul runners, wraiths, flesh golems. Game on. Mummies. Yeah, baby. Just cool. And then College of Life, which is your wood elf, your happy teams, your halflings. Okay, if you have a halfling team, which I still have the New York midgets. Can use a whole bunch of them. There are a ton of war dancers, wood elves, snotlings, rotters, halflings, bloaters, fungus flings, fun hoppers, training trolls. You can have trolls, tree men. all really neat things. And then this team. This team just screams, uh-oh, look out. Okay. This is probably going to be my team, College of Beasts. Okay. And that's where you're going to be seeing the Beastmen. You're going to be seeing the werewolves. You're going to be seeing the Krungor, the Pestigore, your chosen Chaos blockers. You can have 4 of those at 100,000. Minotaurs, Rat Ogres, Bloodspawn, Croxadors. Really just adds a whole bunch of stuff here. And then the College of the Heavens, which is, yes, you know it, where you can add humans and nobles. And hey, why not lizard men, right? With a little fist bump, right? Just is this game out? Yes, it is. You can get it at GW, or check our friends over at Miniature Market, see if they've gotten more in. They should be coming and getting some in. The roll honor, it's up to you from this point on. Here's the page that you can use. We're going to be painting these up, and then we are going to start a nice little cute little league of about 4 teams next week. I plan on getting these 2 teams painted up pretty quickly. I have enough for the teams that are in this book, but I'd really like to get these together, show you how they go together, get everything painted up nice. We'll work on some of the cosmetic stuff of it, and we'll have some fun with this. So how can I serve you, my good friends? Okay, it's Christmas, and I always do something for Christmas. I accidentally ordered an extra set, and I said, well, I can, I'll just keep it for whatever. And but I decided it's Christmas, and you guys, most of you guys have been very, very good all year, and so I am going to give that set away. No conditions. First one to put the number 10 in wins. No, nothing that simple. Okay, what you have to do is email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. Okay, if you are able to do that, you have to tell me what's the very first thing I've painted. Now, how do you do that? You got to do some research. What's the very first thing I painted? And that you saw here. Yeah, look at Northeastern. 10, 10, 10, 10. It's not that easy, bro. But email that to me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the people that submit. You have till 12 midnight tomorrow, okay? Because I want to make sure somebody gets this for Christmas. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the names that get the answer right. I'm going to put it into a bowl. I'm going to pull it out, and then somebody is going to get an email from me, okay? And they are going to get Dungeon Bowl. It's as simple as that. All right. So I'll probably I would look for an email if you get the answer right. I would look for an email. I'll probably draw it on, what's tomorrow? Wednesday at midnight. So that means Thursday I got a lot to do. So Friday I'll pull the chit. And then if you don't hear from me by midnight Friday, that means you didn't win. Okay? So all you have to do is very simple. Email me at novaprime860, and in there, tell me what the first thing I painted. What's the first thing I painted on the channel? All right, this historic channel. And you're in the drawing. It's as simple as that. You're in the drawing to win. Somebody's going to win this, and I'm going to make sure that you get it before Christmas, and you get yourself a nice Christmas present. I think that'd be my little gift to you guys. I think that's pretty good. All right, maybe we'll give away some gift certificates around Christmas. I don't know. This year I'm not doing what I used to do. Where we have a big Christmas party. It's always a disaster. St. Louis Keith 11. I should just give it to you just for picking 11. But the most important thing is to do something nice for you guys. I think this is a good way that, hey, we're giving a $160 game for you. All right, for just doing a little research and emailing us here at Rob's. Do you mean on your channel? Yes, on my channel. Just on my channel, Ryan. Just to clarify, the first thing that you seen painted on my channel. Okay. What is it? Email me, novaprime860@hotmail.com. You will be entered into a drawing. I will pull out the check, and by 12 o'clock on Friday evening at the stroke of midnight, if you have not heard, you did not win. Christmas kitty videos with the Queen. How did I paint Christmas kitty? Yeah, we used to do kitty videos, Christmas kitty videos. We used to do the lights outside. Nobody cared. So we don't worry about it anymore. We used to try to give away all kinds of stuff, try to get people to donate stuff so we can give stuff away. I think it went very unappreciated over the years, to be honest. And, I wouldn't say that. A lot of people appreciated things and were good. But, it's a finicky business. NovaPrime860@hotmail.com. That is my email address, Ryan. Yes. And if you can tell me what's the first thing I painted on this channel, email it to me. I will, of course. May you please sign it and write a nice note, like best wishes. Vincent, I'm not going to open it up. When somebody gets it, it's sealed. I don't think you want me to sign people to sign the. Why would anybody want my order? I'm just like a normal dude, just like you guys. The only difference is my camera's on, yours not. The roll-offs and all the fun stuff. Yeah, Do you mean the first thing you painted on your channel? Yes, I've said it 3 times, I think. I'll say it again. The first thing I painted on my channel a long, long time ago. What was it? I appreciate it. I never won, but it was always nice to have the community event for Christmas. Yeah, it was nice. It's a lot of work and stuff like that. And one person ruined it, I think. And I just got sour over it. I shouldn't feel that way. Maybe I'll change my mind when it gets closer to Christmas, because then I get full of all the good cheer and stuff and things. So, yeah. You never say no with on this channel. That's for sure. The other thing is, I'm really debating doing any kind of countdowns and stuff like that, because everybody does it. I just like being different. There's a lot of games out there that people are doing that I just not cult of the new. I just can't do it. I watch a channel where a guy has 1 million subscribers but only gets 1,000 views per video now. Wow, that's too bad. I feel, YouTube's weird. It really is. It's really different. What can I tell you? So let's do the most important thing here. And that is, yeah, you got it. So let's check out our Godzillas. First, we have one God. One God. Does he get it today? Oh, one God. One God. He did not get it today. The Godzilla. Vanessa, I missed it. How long do we have to email? You have till midnight tomorrow. All right, I'm going to read this. Can you write a message in the rule book? Thanks, Northeastern. You're the best. Tom Vassell. Yeah, nobody would ever mention my name on Tom Vassell's thing. Oh, I love you guys. I really do. It's true. It's true. You're in the middle of a stream trying to do your thing, and hey, go check out this channel. I mean, what am I doing this for? For my health? Zablik, you were next. Let's see if you could get some music. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, G. At least have a little bit of holiday spirit. Jeez. Come on, bro. All right, Northeastern. Let's see if we can get it right for you, bro. Yes! Finally. That's the guy I know. That's the guy I know. All right. Let's see. Rob. Come on, Rob. Let's see if we can get 2-0. Let's see if he could go 500 today. Oh, Rob, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, listen, guys, thank you so much. You have no idea how much that helps and how much it makes a difference. It helps us get supplies. You know, we had a camera blow, a light blow. You know, I go and I do it out of my own pocket. I don't ask you guys for the money. I'm not sitting here and going, oh, hey, don't forget our patron. And don't forget, you know, I tried to do that where I was giving back and it just became a mess. And I'd rather just do the channel, spend some time with you guys. If you guys donate, it doesn't, listen, I'm not going to turn it out. I'm very thankful for everything you guys do. I really, really am. I'm so thankful, and it means the world to me, and I can't thank you enough. Oh, Richard dropping one in there. Thank you, bro. I almost didn't see that. Does Richard get the music? Does Richard get the sweet chin music? I've got something else to tell you guys that's really important, so let's just do this. I had to take a video down, and I'll tell you why. Richard. Oh, gee. Oh, how? 1 for 5. 1 for 5, big boy. I mean, come on. Oh, all right, hold on here. I want to see if I have that picture in my downloads. Okay, hold on here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. As soon as I get this in, this is another Christmas gift to you guys. But unfortunately, this one's going to have to cost some shekels. If I had to take a video down because I accidentally showed the guy's email address, and I was talking about something private after the stream, so I had to take the thing down. This isn't even half of what you have a chance to bid on. If you are instantly looking for instant collection of Shadows of Brimstone, folks, this is going for auction. We will run it a while. I will work with you as far as payment is concerned, but all the money is, I paid to have this shipped in. It's going to cost me close to $200, all the stuff that this guy is sending us very kindly. And let's go to here. You can have an instant collection of Shadows of Brimstone. Okay, this is going to go up probably in the next week. I will show off everything. This does not even show everything that is part of the collection. Okay, it's everything ever made, I believe, almost, for Shadows of Brimstone. You're going to get Swamps of Death, City of Ancients, Forbidden Fortress, tons of expansions and boxes and things that it's just inhuman. We will go over what he's sending, and this is going to go up on auction here on Rob's Tabletop World. I will make sure that you know it all in advanced. You will be able to bid on it. I guarantee you that I don't believe we'll get a lot of high bids for it, but I'm hoping that you'll consider the amount of stuff. but I think you'll get it for a heck of a lot less than if you went out and you paid for it retail. So I highly suggest you take a look, make a good bid. Hey, you might win it for $300 and get all that stuff. It doesn't matter to me. It goes to charity. You have to pay shipping. If I didn't have most already. Yeah. Some of you have it already, but some people missed out on this and wish they had it. Well, now you have a chance for instant collection. You need to put a reserve on that. Yeah, it's because it's being donated, I'm not going to put a reserve on it. All I ask is that you pay the shipping. I'm going to eat the shipping for it to get here. But whatever we make is going to charity. And if you think that much and you can find it in your heart to do it. Oh man, look at this. Richard coming back. The Grinchzilla is like holding out. Let's see if we can get it. Come on now. Come on, G. Give it to him. Just give it to him. He's a good guy. Let's see if I could talk him into it. Yes! There you go, Richard. He felt bad for you. He felt bad for you there, bro. And he took care of you there. That's the G. That's how he does things. He tries to guilt you into it. So that's a ton of stuff. Plus he's sending, if any of you are interested in Dice Masters, which I might do a nice roll off for, Thunderstone, Ascension, full sets of that. So if you're looking for sets of that stuff, I'm not keeping it here. We are definitely taking and doing it for charity. I want to take care of charities here, especially during the season where a lot of people are hurting and need things. I'm not asking you to donate to a patron here or a fundraiser to supposedly keep a channel going when people get paid behind scenes. Trust me. There's a lot of shady stuff that goes on. There's a lot of people that try to do this for a living and deserve and work very, very hard at this. Okay. But for the most part, we don't ask for anything here. All we ask is that you donate to our, donate here so we can give the money to charities. And we have done a ton of great work and it's because of you. And I'm thankful for it. That's the only thing I ever ask. It's the only thing I get on my knees and crawl and ask, the money that you guys donate here. We take part of the YouTube money that we make, which is peanuts, and we use it for dog food, or we try to help make a wish, or we try to do something, or we buy additional paints when I was painting. But we try, a camera goes out. Well, we try to recover that money back during the year, hopefully through just making videos and you watching videos and you liking videos and thumbing them up. It helps us a lot. So we do our best. So that's how I feel. And I could really use your help with these because you get something out of it. You get something great out of it. All right. You're going to get an entire collection of Shadows of Brimstone. You're going to get an entire collection of Thunderstone and all these other fantastic games. All right. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. My voice is going now. I have very low endurance, but I do try my best here to give you the best every time we come on. We have Final Girl coming up. We have 4 Against Darkness coming up. We got a bunch of 4 Against Darkness videos coming up on some supplements that have come out. So we've got a lot of fun things coming up. I've got to work on this camera system. Hopefully I can get this right. And get the stuff in that we need so we can just keep doing what we do and just having fun with you guys. It means a lot. It was fun to show this to you and explain it to you. I hope this helps you make a decision. Miniature Market, Games Workshop, or support your local store and run down there. They'll probably have it. It should be there today. So it's a great game. You'll love it. Dungeon Bowl is fun. It's as much fun as Blood Bowl, if not more. There you go. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Remember, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world, and you, my friends, are my world. Thank you so much for being a part of my life and making this channel what it is. This just fun hangout thing where we're not trying to do anything more than play some games together. I love you all. I love you all dearly, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.